Os. A solid, hoofed plant-eating domesticated mammal with a flowing mane and tail, used for riding, racing, to carry and pull loads, based in the Black Country.
Horses provided an important mode of transport in the Black Country well into the 20th century and were a critical part of daily life. They were originally used as draft animals to haul narrow boats loaded with goods on the canals. They were also used to drag heavy coal carts and pull trams, carriages, milk floats, delivery wagons and fire engines. Heavy horses, usually Shires, were used for haulage in the heavy industry, but the majority of the work was done using half-leg or short-legged Shire crossbreed horses. These were used to pull smaller two-wheel carts and canal boats as they were lighter to handle and cheaper to feed. These types of horses were kept all over the Black Country and were important to the inhabitants of West Bromwich, Oldbury, Blackheath, Cradley Heath, Old Hill, Bilston, Dudley, Tipton, Wensfield and parts of Ayleshowen, Wednesbury and Walsall. But this culture of keeping horses has never completely died. A group of young people based in Tipton are working hard to keep the culture alive.
The river's all in mourning. No more you'll hear the puffing of the whip or wheel. There's crepe on every steamboat that plows those streams.
My name's Tammy Evans and I'm 26 years old. It's like my granddad used to have horses when my mum was growing up, and my mum always been around and my mum started going into them, so it kind of like brought me into them as well.
I am 25 and my name is Shane Potter. I wanted to keep horses because of my partner. Her family's been brought up around them. As far as I was concerned, it was my partner's granddad, her mother and their aunties, and was keeping the horses. I've been keeping them for roughly around about probably 6-7 years. It was a gypsy cob and it was called Bruno.
I'm Stacey, I'm 19, I'm from Tipton. My nan and my granddad had them for my mum, and then my mum got me into having them. So I got it from my mum and my granddad basically. I've had them most of my life. I had them when I was younger, and then I took a break, and then I got back into them about 5 or 6 years ago.
I've got 3 horses in total in the family. One's mine, 2's my sister's. Yeah, we all go up there and help each other out. If I can't go up there, my mum will do them. If my mum can't go up there, I'll do them.
These young people, caring for the horses, have been doing this by using their own funds, have had no formal education, training or work experience, and learn to look after them by sharing knowledge with other people who have horses at the yard. It's clear that the horses aren't just kept as pets and means a lot more to the group than first meets the eye.
It makes me happy keeping horses. It passes time away, keeps you busy, keeps you out of trouble. A few years back I was in a lot of trouble with the old bill. I was done a few stretches in prison, and it's just something that's keeping me on top of not being there no more. It wasn't a good experience in prison at all. Not a good place to be. I wouldn't wish it on anyone, because it's a nasty place. Not full of nice people at all.
I think it gives you something to do through the day, so like, because you're with everybody, like talking to people, it's like, it's something to do.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Just the enjoyment of having a big friendly giant, I call them. It's like going up there and brushing them, spending time with them. Comes part of the family. makes us feel happy knowing that like we've got something to do, then sit there and not waste our life away doing nothing. We'd be bored if we didn't have them.
Because we do our aspect is driving them, so they taught me how to drive. My mum taught me how to drive an horse, how to harness one up and that, and how to look at my granddad, and that helped teach me how to look after one. I think it builds character and confidence, I think. Because obviously the stuff you have to deal with them, people you have to deal with them, so I think it just builds confidence in that. I think money side and knowing what to do, I think that's probably the biggest challenges about keeping an horse.
My mum kind of picked some stuff up when she was growing up off my granddad, and then like going up the yard, we knew like picked it up as we go along. If we don't know what to do, we just Google it and Google it us. We know bits and basics. It's better to just go out there and learn everything else, and we've been spending most of our time with them, so we might as well get to do it all better.
Well, yeah. You get some people that are 100% on it, like they'll moan about the softest things, and then there's some like you'll see them with the kids, and like, oh, can I stroke your horse? And it's like, yeah, of course you can, it's no problem. So I think some people like they enjoy seeing it, and then you get others that are keen, so just you got something you have to deal with.
You get some of the people that know what we do up there and everything, and then you get the stuck up ones that don't want it around, don't want the horse poo going around the streets and everything.
The council have stopped us using grazing, or like on the fields and stuff like that.
The bailiffs will come and take them, and you have to pay a fortune to get them back, otherwise they sell them on, which ain't fair.
I think because where the yard is that we keep them over the road, there's like bungalows for like older people. I think because of the horses being up and down the street and people in the yard, they are exactly the quietest all the time, so I think that's mostly where the complaints come from.
It's our animal, we should be able to like, put it where we want to put it or anything else. Fair enough if like you have got permission to put it on there, then I understand it, but they're not giving us permission to rent the fields or nothing, so there's nothing more you can do.
It's like a horse family type thing. You all mucking together, you help each other, and I suppose it's what the horse game's all about.
It's good. It's like part of the family as well up there. You like go out and go on the drives with them, and like just going to visit part of the family being up there.
Yeah, I'd be the good one from Joe. Come on.
At the minute, my baby's going through some tests for a biopsy because they might think you have cancer. So like being up there, it like keeps you busy and occupied and your mind off other things. It's amazing because them doing a big drive in May and donating it all to Birmingham Children's Hospital, which is where he is. So it's like they do good courses for you as well, like just like the family sticking together sort of thing.
Because of the situation at home, the young people decided to put on a charity event to raise money for Birmingham Children's Hospital to return their gratitude for helping their son.
Top sales and everything else.
Do you want me to show us?
Yeah. Be a wise man or a fool.
Brook Street Community Centre today are organising stuff for the fundraiser for the drive on the 7th of May. Having a big funding event, all money goes to the Children's Hospital. We're having a big drive with all the horses, going to a 12 mile on the horses, ending up back here and having all the big funding auctions, tabletop sales and everything else.
The young people showed such an interest in the equine industry and wanted to move on from DIY learning to gaining formal qualifications which would allow them to find work in this area and pursue their dreams.
Yeah, it's a horse course and we do like riding in there, looking after the other people's horses, and they're really big horses to be fair. and everything like that. We take the horses out, bring them in, rug them up and look after them and everything for them.
We have to look after 6-7 horses each, bringing them in, come out the field, take them out into a field, feeds, mix up the feed, make sure we've got water, brush them, pick the feet out, basic horse care.
When he's little, and you're like, oh sorry, I've poked him with that
Fingernails, and I used to trim his fingernails.
Well,
I always used to cut his finger.
that's what I mean. That's what Too far. What I'm saying, people, don't be sorry. These horses are quite tough, but they are like kids. You will make mistakes, but don't worry yourself too much about it.
I enjoy it very much. It's made me better in myself.
Talent Match facilitated this equine course alongside Graham Coffey, one of the directors from Sporting Schools, so that the young people could get the qualifications they needed.
And we've been working for these young people for probably 6 months now. We basically started a course where it was an introduction to equine for them because they've got an interest in horses. Then what we decided to do was put some qualifications to it because they wanted to push themselves a little bit more. So now we run a course with them 2 days a week for the next couple of months, and they're doing courses in equine through the Association of British Riding Schools and Open College Network.
Do you know where they actually are though?
Yeah. Don't get a trick you. Don't get a trick you.
When I've done it with the kids, they just shout things at me, and then when I say, "Where's that on the horse?" they're like,
Is that hot?
That's the hock here. Yeah.
How many hocks do they have?
Just 2.
Yeah. What's on the front leg then?
Knees.
Yeah.
Sit down, how did this one?
Of course, see? Sometimes it's a bit hard work. Yeah, but it's alright, it's something to do, eh? Helping, like, you learning your new stuff that you don't know, that you think, oh, I didn't know that, but you do, so you've learnt it there.
No, they were quite shy, a little bit reserved to start with. They kind of didn't know what to expect. We didn't know what to expect. We knew that they'd got a good understanding of horses. So we were kind of thinking maybe they'll come here and they'll be a little bit kind of cocky with it all, but they weren't. They were kind of a little bit more reserved.
It helped me a lot because I've never ride like a bigger horse. My horse has only ever been 13 hands, if not 14. But like up there we ride like 16 hand horses, and I never thought in my life that I'd ride the horse that big.
As time has gone on, that has just altered completely. I would say now that they're very, very confident young people. They've all progressed at different stages. The things that they're doing now with the experience they've got from the course is just second to none. It's really good to see what they've done.
I've gained teamwork, working to deadlines. I've pushed myself further with having the confidence to mess with bigger horses, and I've gained more in my riding skills. I've learned more about the horse culture than what I already knew.
I think I've gained a lot more confidence with like people and horses as well, to be fair. So like I'll be like less shy with new people. There's stuff I can do with horses now that I probably couldn't have done, and I don't realise.
I've been more confident in going for an interview because I know more things about them. I'm able to ride better, and in horse world now you got to be able to do a bit of everything in the horse world now. Where at first I never really knew how to ride. I did bareback, but I wouldn't use saddle. I can remember the first time I went to the course, I refused to even get in a saddle. And I prefer now to ride in saddle than out of a saddle. It's bettered me in the aspect of getting jobs in the horse world. It's building confidence better, and it's mainly teamwork.
Made me feel good. Great in myself, to be fair.
More confident in themselves. They're more confident around strangers. They are or they have been put in certain situations where they may have felt probably a little bit more uncomfortable by us telling them, right, go and do stuff with people, go and lunge your horse with somebody you don't know. Well, probably 3 or 4 months ago they'd have been really nervous. Now they're running activities themselves with people who are not necessarily horse orientated. We're in a situation now where we're putting classes on for people, and these young people are actually running the classes. So it's everything from the basics of grooming a horse all the way through to running a horse, lunging it around the indoor arena or the outdoor arena. They're setting jumps up, giving instruction to people who have only got basic horse riding skills, and they're trying to push them along a bit more. So they're doing really, really well.
Meant more to me and my family through what my little lad went through.
My son, he had lymph node cancer under his armpit. Birmingham Children's Hospital helped him out.
They helped him get better, so raising that much money meant more that we could give them to go and help more kids.
They put a fund day together for it. We managed to get a few horses together. It was a bigger turnout than what we realised, and we managed to raise quite a bit of money for it.
So they did a pub crawl, people were walking around with like buckets to collect the money. They did like sales, like tabletop sales, and then raffles and stuff like that.
Over the course of the day, the young people managed to raise 3,018 pence for Birmingham Children's Hospital.
I think it was a 12-mile drive through different pubs. We had auctions, we had like fun activities for the kids, tombolas, everything there. It was a fun day for the kids.
They come from all over the UK, from London. There's a few coming up from towards Scotland, come from all over. I'd say there was roughly, I think we got counted, it was near enough 350 horses. Couldn't count how many people because with the horses there's maybe 2, 3 up, depending on what carts they had with them.
And like Telematch had been there and supported us all the way through it. Without them we wouldn't be able to do it. I'll use it to go and try and better myself with a career for me and my child, and like go and hopefully hold our own stables.
It's mainly my confidence, being willing to be, I'm more forward of going to, say if I want to go for a job in the industry of the horses, I'm more confident, I'll be more confident in the interview, and I've just got more experience in the horse world.
I'm a lot more better. I'm better with my riding. Loads better. Like I said, I used to do more driving than riding, and now I can ride an horse properly. Like basically, I couldn't before. Where it's all bareback now, saddles.
Charlene's. If I need something, Charlene's always there to talk to me.
She's been there. She's been amazing for us, for everything. Helped us with whatever we needed. She's been there and helped us. Without her, we wouldn't be able to do it.
And Graham, he's a character in himself.
Graham's put with some abuse from us right the way.
It's funny. I wouldn't have a cup of coffee off him.
I'm going to use them obviously to better my future with probably getting a job in the industry like equine industry. So that'll help me a lot.